translated from runs on urban asphalt jungled streets. I used to live in sections of the underground, the so-called invisible world. Invisible world until the nigger rebellion of the 60s. Then the money came, the toms came, the heroin came, and the sellouts came, and the deaths of me comrades came, and the cocaine came, and the tax came, and the communities spilled and lost, and we became. But somehow we few look for the past, because everywhere all around the globe there were bursts of where children became casualties, and mothers were murdered, and daughters were raped. Do you remember? And now I go to shows and watch celluloid dreams unfold. And this is all on tapes in me brain. With the stillness and the blood flow in the streets I see of Tanzania and Libya and Central America. Central America. North America. North America. All I see as a person who resides on this place called Earth, walking, running, riding me back along the path towards revolution's door, with me utterances and chants unobserved except for me locks that bounce to the polyrhythm of the ancient spirit mediums who travel naked like the windwalkers of time, who see back into the past, blowing history in big belluloids, great clouds that thunder the blazing future coming for to carry you just home. It be like life's time motion that refuses to sleep or play dead or chase after itself. It now comes full circle. But then I used to live in the underground until the nigger rebellions of the 60s came on this planet called Earth, on this place called America. America. On this place called America. Harlem blew up, and Watts rebelled, and Cleveland struck the thunderbolt, lightning, and Detroit rebellion fused it all together in raps. I remember. Then the light catches the skywalk like an improvisational rhythm that have reawakened from the fountain of innocence to take a people forward and bury the evil makers of time that has hid the secrets of time. And so it dawns new age of whispering polyrhythms, bringing forth the new star that glows, a transparent light against the blue midnight madness. It makes us whole. It makes us feel like a republic of the cosmic energy. And our love for humanity comes forth. Those of the spirit believe, and those of the flesh and body refuse, becoming disbelievers of time. And so the two paths of the same spirit came forth, bringing us beings to see, beings that refuse to see, two opposing opposites going in and coming into each other, lost without the words. I remember I used to live in the sections of the underground, the so-called invisible world, until the nigger rebellions of the 60s. Do you remember? Embracing life's spirit from the so-called darkness into the so-called light. Within her sphere, within her soul of fire, it set in motion my feeling of the mastery of the monsoons, and able to see and able to withstand all in this light of this world, while others, the disbelief of the flesh and body, saw nothing. They were of nothing, of whiteness. And so my birth comes from darkness into the light. And death is light that goes back into itself. Darkness, a wound that all must go, never to tell another what the wound is. Do you remember? Do you remember the wound of the 60s? The nigga rebellions of the 60s? Do you remember? Yeah, I used to live in sections of the underground, the so-called invisible world, until the nigga rebellions of the 60s. I remember how the money came. I remember how the toms came. And I remember how the heroin came. And I remember how the sellouts came. And I remember how the death came to be comrades. The tax came. And now the cocaine came. And the communities split and spilt their blood. And we became, somehow, we few looked for the past. Because everywhere around the world we heard the rap, where children became casualties, where mothers